Hey, what's good, guys? Trent here, also known as TrentWherld. And today I have another story time to tell you guys. Now, before I get into telling you guys the story, I apologize if I kind of stutter a little bit. I haven't done a story time in so long, so bear with me. But yeah, this is my first video being back. As some of you guys may know, I did an update video, I think, a couple of days ago, or I think last week. I'll put a link to that video in the description. You guys go watch that and then come back and watch this one. But if you guys don't want to, that's fine. So before I tell this story time, I have kind of like a I want to let you guys know about some things on my channel real quick. So I'm trying to get some people to do a collab with. So if you or someone would like to do a collab with me, follow me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, just find me wherever, and we'll do a collab if you want to be I don't like kind of part of. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to do a group. I don't know if it'll come into place yet, but hopefully. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the story. So a couple of days ago, my dad asked me this question. He goes, Trent, did you ever tell the story about you going to an abandoned house? And then it clicked on my head that no, I have not told that story. Even when I went on my channel, like 2 seconds ago before recording this video. I checked and I did not even tell that story. So I'm gonna tell it for you guys. Alright, so this story time takes place like 2 years ago. Probably like 2022 or 2023. So I was in middle school at the time, and I know I've told story times in middle school. There's a lot there and a lot of elementary, but this one takes place in middle school. So one night I'm chilling at home. I think it's like a Friday. And this is when your boy was doing TikToks at the time. I was doing a lot of TikToks. As some of you guys may know, I was doing a lot of weird videos on there. And I don't know. I don't know. I was doing a lot of stuff. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So, like I said, that night I just got done recording TikTok. I was editing it, and it was up on my TikTok page, and I was just chilling. All of a sudden, I get a call from one of my friends. We'll give him a name. We'll call him Christian. Christian calls me one night, and he says, "Hey man, what are you doing right now?" And I said, "Not much, Christian. I'm just chilling. Just got done working on TikTok. Why?" He goes, "Oh, okay. You busy right now?" I go, "No, man. I'm just chilling." He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, you down to hang out tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah. Like, what do you want to do tonight?" He goes, "Well, I found an abandoned house." I go, "Oh, okay. Where?" And he said, so Christian told me that there was this house in my hometown that it's been abandoned for like 2 or 3 years, and he wanted to go see it. Keep in mind, this is like 9 or 10 o'clock at night when he's telling me about this. I'm like, okay, like I'm down. Is it just be you and me, or are we gonna get anybody else? He goes, how about we get Aiden? Aiden's also our other friend. I said, okay, we'll get him too. So me, Christian, Aiden, we jump in Christian's car. We drive to an abandoned house, and I realize I don't have my flashlight. So I asked Christian, I say, "Hey Christian, do you have a flashlight we can use?" He goes, "Yeah, I brought us like 3 flashlights." I'm like, "Okay." So we each take one. We go through one of the windows that was broken. It was all boarded up with wood. We go inside, and the place is like crumbling down to pieces. There's like a hole in the roof. There was spider webs everywhere. There was like an old bookshelf, an old couch, and like everything was like so creepy. And then I could see like there was writings on the wall. That was kind of scary. So we keep on, and this is like a 2-story house, keep in mind. So I'm downstairs with Christian. Aiden says, I'm gonna go upstairs. We're like, okay. So me and Christian were hanging out downstairs. We're looking around, and we hear something crumble right above us. And we think nothing of it. We think, oh, okay, it's just maybe that was just something else. But then we hear it again, and me and Christian look at each other like, what is that? What is going on up there? Because at that point we didn't hear from Aiden at all. So then we walk out of this one room, and we start like calling out for Aiden, and Aiden doesn't respond. We say, Aiden, are you upstairs? Nothing. Aiden, nothing. So like me and Christian are confused of what's going on. So we're both down. Well, me and Christian were downstairs. Aiden's upstairs, and we're looking around. And we go to like the living room, and we hear the second floor go through, and Aiden falls and hits the first floor. And he hits the floor so bad, and then we look above. There's a hole, and Aiden falls through and hits the first floor. So we're like asking Aiden, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm okay." I'm like, "Are you hurt?" He goes, "I just hurt my leg and my arm." And so me and Christian were like, "Okay, like don't worry, like we're gonna take you to the hospital. Like everything's gonna be alright." So I carry Aiden on my back, and we take him to the hospital. And we one of the nurses gets him in one of the rooms, and they call his parents. And so his parents show up to the hospital. They're asking like what happened, and we told them what happened, and his parents kind of got mad at me and Christian. Not gonna lie to you guys, they really got mad at us. Anyway, so Aiden was in a cast for 2 or 3 days or 10 days. I don't remember, but he was in a cast, and then what's it called? After it was so I think it was Saturday or Sunday. After, because we went to the house on Friday. I wake up Saturday, and I see that my parents are not home, and I'm by myself. All of a sudden, I see a police car drive into my driveway, and I'm thinking, oh no, like what could have I done now? So the cop comes, he knocks on my door. I'm like, okay, let's see what he's doing. So I go to my front door. I see this cop. He goes, "Hey Trent, how you doing?" By the way, I knew the cop because this cop would usually come over. He helped me with some of the stories I've told. He helped me with my crazy ex-girlfriend that I was dating back in middle school. Like I said, he's one of the most chill cops I know. Anyway, so he tells me like, "Hey Trent, I just want to ask you a question." I go, we'll give this cop a name. We'll call him Nick. I was like, "Yeah, Nick. Like, what do you need help with?" He goes, "Where were you doing yesterday night around 9 or 10 o'clock yesterday?" I was like, "Oh, I was with some of my friends. We were just chilling. Why?" He goes, "Well, we got a report yesterday that, the old abandoned house." I'm like, "Oh, the 2-story one?" He goes, "Yeah, we got reports that 3 kids were in there yesterday, and they heard a huge crash, and the neighbors reported it. Was it you and your friends?" I was like, no." He goes, "Trent, don't be lying to me." I go, "I'm not lying." He goes, "Well, we found a hat that I think you might have." And I look at the hat, and it's the same exact one. And he goes, "You mind if you go get that hat? The same one that I have in my hand?" I'm like, you know, Nick, I think I gave that hat away to my brother. He goes, oh, really? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, okay. Well, if you hear anything that, if you hear anybody that went to that house, just let me know, and we'll kind of like deal with it. I was like, okay, and that was it. One of the most craziest things ever. That was actually the first time I ever went to an abandoned house. Keep in mind, and being there with Christian and Aiden is was kind of fun. To this day, I don't know what Christian and Aiden are doing now. I haven't heard from them. I think both of them are in college, but me, I'm still in high school. But yeah, like I said, to this day, that house got demolished actually. Like in 2024, the house was demolished and they put a new house and like new people moved in. So I guess great for that. But yeah, that's it. If there is a moral to the story, number one, don't be going into an abandoned houses and trying to discover scary places like that. Okay, just don't, because things could happen, like what happened to Aiden. I'm just saying, for the moral of the story, for your safety, whoever's watching this video, I think everybody, don't go to an abandoned house. Okay, do not. You will regret it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. If you guys did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys are brand new to the channel, feel free to leave your guys' story time in the comments down below. And yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys all later.
Yeah. Look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the moves? Yeah, I just hit up Mikey for the juice. Yeah, ain't no capping, I'ma tell the truth. I've been winning for so long, it's hard to lose.